Yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Good stuff. We're going to let everybody load in, and then we're going to get started, just like last time. Sorry, this is the first time doing this, so you guys bear with me. We'll get the kinks worked out. Still can't find the chat on here. I don't know if there's a group chat on here. Maybe if you guys have access to a chat through this, send me something and see if it comes up. But I don't see one on here for some reason. I'm not sure why. We're going to wait just a couple minutes. Looks like we've got 166 people in here. Just bear with us. And we're going to get started in just a second. Hopefully you guys are excited about this. I have a lot of plans for this YouTube channel, for education, for training, to get you guys ready to rock and roll. Looks like we're over 200 people, so we're going to continue to let people stream in. Hopefully they're seeing it on my, I'm going to check it, make sure they're seeing it on my Twitter. And then we're going to get started. Couple minutes. Hey, it's working. Okay, it worked. I just had to check it. So I'm assuming everybody can hear me then, because I just heard myself through Twitter. So we are good to go. All right, let's get started. A lot of training coming down the pipeline for you. It's going to be a little bit of a process because of the amount of time it takes. You know, this isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to happen slowly over the course of many weeks. So I can't get everything. It's impossible. It's impossible to teach you everything in this type of a time frame in a short period of time. So it's going to be spread out significantly. I have to do it that way. I would love to do this twice a week. It's going to be at least, I think, once a week. I'm going to try to get another one up later on in the week, but we'll see how that goes. But either way, the training's free and it's coming. I've got a lot to teach you guys. Today, what we're going to talk about is candlestick basics and then TradingView. I'm going to get you in TradingView. I'm going to show you how to maneuver around TradingView so that you know basically what to do and how to navigate that platform. I love it. Again, like I told you before, you don't have to pay for the upgraded TradingView. You can do everything you want to do through the free TradingView platform. It's more than enough. Matter of fact, today I'm going to be showing you around the free platform so that you guys will know what you need. So we're going to do that today, and then we're going to end the session. I'm actually going to go look at a lot of charts with you, kind of give you a market overview, see what things are doing, what I'm looking at, what the setups look like, and then I'll tell you about the class we're going to have next time. All right, let's get this party started. Candlesticks. I use Japanese candlesticks. Boom. This is what they look like. This is a basically what the infrastructure of Japanese candlesticks look like. Now, there are many versions of this. Okay, they don't all look exactly like this, but this is going to give you the basic knowledge of the candlesticks. I use the green and red. Green generally is bullish, not always. Generally is bullish. Red generally is bearish, but not always. Again, there's other candles that can have red on it that are actually quite bullish. However, these candles looking the way they do, this is considered a bullish candle. This is considered a bearish candle. So what are these lines right here? I call them wicks. All right. A lot of people get bent out of shape because they say, no, the top is the wick, the bottom is the tail. Okay. We're not going to trip over semantics. They're both wicks. I don't care what you want to call them. Some people call these the candle shadow. So if you hear shadow, you hear wick, or you hear tail, that's tail, or that's a lower wick, that's an upper wick. So basically, the wick, or even the candle part, whatever's at the top right here, that's the high of the day, or whatever time frame you're on. So if you're on the 5-minute chart, each candle represents 5 minutes. If you're on the yearly chart, in other words, every candle represents a year. This whole candle would represent 1 year. If you're on the monthly chart, this whole candle would represent 1 month. If you're on the hourly chart, this whole candle would represent 1 hour's worth of a time of a price action. Does everyone understand that? So it's the price action for whatever time frame you're looking at on your chart. It could be 30 seconds for crying out loud. I don't know why anybody would do that to themselves, because you have a heart attack looking at 30-second, 1 minute chart, 1 minute time frames. So this upper wick is showing you that it traded this high during that time frame. This lower wick is saying it traded this low during that time frame. If it's green, this is the body of the candle. This is called the body, the candle body. If it's a green candle, that means it closed higher than it opened on for that time frame. That candle closed out higher than it opened. So let's say you're on the hourly time frame. That means it would open at this price. It opened here. Sometime throughout that hour, it went this low. It went this high, but it closed here. That's a green candle. The close is at the top of the green. The open is at the bottom of the green body. So that's the green candle. The high, the low. Now, you've seen candles where there's no wicks up top. You can have a candle where this is the top. There's no wick up there. Well, that would mean that it closed at the high. That would mean that the close of that candle was the high. Here they're calling it upper shadows. I call them wicks. The real body of the candles. Everybody understand that? If you didn't have a wick up here, that would mean that the price closed at the high. If you didn't have a lower wick down here, that means it opened here and never went below its opening price. If there was no wick down here, that means it opened here, it traded up here, and it closed here. All right, let's move on to the bearish candle. Exactly the opposite. On a red candle, on a bearish a candle like this, the close is always below the open because it's bearish. That means the price dropped from the open. So here we see the price opened here, traded this high, traded this low, but closed right here. The body of the candle shows the distance between the open and the close. The body of the candle shows the difference between the open and the close. If it's a green bit bullish, then the close is above the open. If it's a bearish red, then the close is below the open. It's at the bottom of the candle. Hope you guys understand that. This is a great picture to study. When I teach my next class, we're actually going to be talking more about other types of candles and what they look like, so you can see other versions. We're actually going to see them today as we look at charts, but I will explain this more in detail. We're going to get a lot deeper into candlesticks and what they mean, what kind of patterns you can find in them, and all that sort of thing. But I just wanted to give you this so you can read the open, the close, the high, and the low. That's basically why I showed you this of a candlestick. You should be able to look at a candlestick, find the open, find the close, find the high, find the low for that time frame. Boom. I just summed that up right there. All right. Good to go, good to go. So let's go ahead and open up TradingView. Let's go ahead and open up TradingView right here. I'm going to show you how to get to the charts. All right, here we go. We're going into TradingView. I just started right here in the ticker. Let's take Bitcoin. I type in BTC. I like to pull up the USD this time. And now they'll list all the exchanges over here. Here's all the exchanges. Here is the pairs. Many different pairs. I typed in USD. We want to find a USD pair. And we'll do Coinbase. So here's Coinbase. I click on it. It takes me there. Now the next step, it pulls up some general information, but I hate this chart. I don't like the way this looks. I don't use this. I come down here, see this button? Full featured chart. We want the full featured chart. So I click on that. Bang! We've got a full featured chart. Just like that. Nice full featured chart. So I'm going to pull up the Bitcoin chart I did want to show you because I just want to show you how to get to your charts. That's it. So let me exit out of that. We're going to pull up the Bitcoin chart I wanted. Now I'm going to show you how to use the platform. We're going to kind of go from left to right. This is basically TradingView free version. You'll have banners pop up, different ads. All you got to do is X out of them. You don't have to click on them. You don't have to leave them there. After a certain amount of time, they're going to pop up. They're a little annoying. It's okay. You can X out. Nothing's going to stop you from doing the job. Nothing's going to stop you from looking at what you need to look at. Just X out any banners that pop up. All right, so right here, I could actually change this chart by clicking on it and typing in a new pair. Ethereum, whatever the case might be. So this box right here will let you select a different pair if you want. It's right here at the top left. However, here's what I like to do. I like to keep these charts. You see these tabs at the top. Everybody see these tabs? Yeah, I tabulate, especially if you are working off the type of screen I am right now, and you're not working off multiple screens, you don't have your big screen set up, whatever the case might be, which you really don't need. You don't have to have it. Cart before the horse. Make sure you know what you're doing before you spend useless money on crap you don't know how to use. So the way to get these tabs is to right click, duplicate tab. Boom, duplicate. It's going to pop me up another Bitcoin. It's going to pop me up my generic. It's going to pop me up Ethereum. And then I just type in my new whatever pairing that I want to add in here. So let's say ADA USD. Type it in. Boom, now I have a new one. So that's how you do that. I'm going to leave that one. So you can type in any pairing right there, or right click, duplicate, set up as many tabs as you want. And as you can see at the top, Ethereum, I got Litecoin right here. I got Cardano, I got XRP, XLM, I got TEL, ALGO, TRX. These are just a few of the ones I have up. I've got a lot more, but I just pulled those up for the purpose of this class. All right, so the next one is your time frame. This is an M. This is your time frame. If you're a rookie, stay out of this. Stay out of this time frame. This right here is what causes you guys anxiety. It's what causes you guys fear and FOMO. All right, these short time frames. Unless you're a pro and you know what you're doing, stay out of this. There ain't much I can't do with an hourly chart. There is not much I cannot do with an hourly chart. Now, I do look at the 30-minute and sometimes even the 15 and the 5, but I know what I'm doing. I don't recommend this for rookies at all. Stick with the hourly. At the very least, the 30 minutes. I wouldn't go any lower if you don't know what you're doing. So in here, I can pick my time frame. Right now, I have the monthly time frame up because I'm going to be showing you what I've got on this Bitcoin chart so you can kind of understand the cycle. You get a drink of water. All right. So here's your pairing. Here's your time frame. Right here is where you want to pick your candles. It'll probably start out with line. Boom, there's our line. You want candles? That's what you got, candles. That's what it looks like. So this is how you can pick your setup. I don't mess with any of this other stuff. I stick with candles. That's it. I don't use bar. Every once in a while, I'll look at a line chart to see the overall trend. I'll do that for like 2 seconds, and then I'll switch right over to candles. So that's what this is for. The other thing you're going to need, and I don't want you guys to get carried away with this, and we're going to go into this in other classes when I start showing you indicators. This is where all of your indicators are. Man, be careful in here. You guys seen my charts. What are my charts? They are KISS, keep it simple, stupid, my crap freaking works, and I use very little. I use very little. I use price action. I use volume. I use trends. I use candles. I use very little. That's the way I do it. It works for me. I've made tons of money doing it. So we will get into indicators later when I start showing you how to add the other ones that I use. But for now, if you want to play around in there, that's where you want to go. This is for your fundamental analysis. I stay away from that. I don't give two craps about that. That's mostly good for stocks, so on and so forth. You don't have to mess around with that. I don't mess around with the templates. Right here, if you make a boo-boo, like you do something on your chart, like, oh crap, oh no, that's not where it was. You just hit the undo. Woo-hoo! Undo. Man, I love the undo because I make a ton of mistakes on this. Something will get stuck, or my screen something crazy will happen. I'll move something. I'm like, crap, where did I have that? Dude, just hit the undo. So you can rewind, fast forward, undo, go forward. Everybody got that? Awesome. All right, good. This is when I go to full screen, which is what I do. If I want to just take up the whole screen, it looks like that. Boom. Then you get a bigger picture. You get a little bit more room to manipulate your chart. A little bit more room to manipulate your chart, do the things, get a bigger view, especially if you have bad vision. That's this right here. So opens up, hit escape. Escape takes you out of it. Opens up, escape. Opens up, escape. All right, y'all got that? This is how I publish my work. You probably aren't going to need it unless you want to publish your stuff. Then you hit this button, you fill out the comments, everything you want to fill out, you hit publish, it'll save it right into your own little TradingView area. You know, if those of you guys that have found me already on TradingView, it's Boom 360 Trader or 360 Boom Trader. You see my stuff. My stuff's already saved there. That's how it posts automatically to Twitter. So I have it set up when I go publish my stuff. It lets me fill it in, and there's a check box that I can check right here, where I can actually post it to Twitter. It'll automatically post to your Twitter feed. You get that through your settings. When you set up your settings, you can actually enter your Twitter feed in TradingView, and it'll automatically post your stuff if you want to actually post it under your own Twitter profile. So that's pretty cool. I like the way this blends with Twitter. It makes it nice and easy. All right, over here on the right side, this is your price. Price, bottom is time. Time, your time frame, price. So this is the price of whatever derivative, currency, stock will be right here on the right side. The bottom section right here, this is your time. And because I have the monthly chart up, you can see how it's broken up into months. Everybody see that? So if I go into hourly, see how the time changes on the bottom? Now I'll show you how to fix the screen. But the time changes on the bottom. And now the price drops down because it adjusts to your time frame. Let's go back to the monthly. All right. Down here is to get it all on one screen. So if you're looking at the month, if you want to see 6 months worth of price action on one screen right here, instead of having to scroll back and forth. So if you left click on here, you can drag this around. Take your crosshairs, click anywhere on the screen and hold it down, and I can drag this anywhere I want to go. So I can control it that way. This is the crosshairs. I can move it around my screen, come over here, link up with a candle. Now I want to show you this. Right under here is your pairing listed that you've chosen, your time frame that you've chosen, the exchange that you're looking at. The exchange that you're looking at. And then over here is the price action. This is the open price for whatever this crosshair is on. So my crosshair can be up here, and as you can see, it links up with this candle right here. Even with it up here, it's linked up with the candle below it on that vertical line. So looking up here at the top, you see the open price right here. I'm going to move over. I'm at a different candle. This is the open, the high, the low of that candle, and the close. Open, H high, L low, C close. That's why I taught you the candles. Because each candle has an open, high, low, close. So if I touch the candle, this is the best way to do it. If you want to know what it was for a particular candle, put your crosshair right on the candle. I'll read across the top. The open for this candle was 1384. The high was 2806. The low was 1370. And the close was 2303. Move to the next candle, you can get that price. You can get that price. So that's how that works. Hopefully that helps because you're going to need that. You're going to want to see that. All right, on the left side, if you don't want your crosshair, I always stick with the crosshair. You can have a dot or an arrow. I don't like that. I stick with the crosshair. I don't use this hardly ever. This right here is one of my main tools. Lines. Lines. I love lines. I use the line tool like a crazy fool. I am a line tool freak. If I click on this arrow, it opens up all the tools. I use the trend line tool. And I'll show you that in a minute. I love the arrow tool because I like to point things to you guys on the chart when I want a long arrow. Those are the two major ones I use here. Every once in a while I'll use something else, but you probably won't. Pretty much you're going to be able to do everything with this. And if you need an arrow, you pull that up. There's also text. If you want to add text, click on this. And then click anywhere in here. A text box will show up. And I can put that sucker wherever I want. double click on it to open. If you want to edit it, double click back on it. You can change the size. All the normal stuff you can do with text, the color, all that crap you do right here in this box. You want to delete it, left click on it, just hit delete. Boom, gone. That's how easy. That's text. That's text right there. I use this a lot. That's how I write on these charts for y'all. This has got a lot of cool things. That's where these arrows come from. See these arrows right here? It comes from right here. You can open this up. These are all the different. There's a bunch of garbage in there, man, but you can use whatever you want. I use the arrows, the up, down, left, and right, which as you can see are right here. So you click on it, just click somewhere in the chart, and then go take it where you want to take it. Take it wherever you want. If you want to point something out. That is how easy this is. Let me show you the trend line, because that's the one you're going to use to draw lines. So I have the tool, because I picked it. Now left click, and I can now, I've left clicked once. Now I can take this puppy wherever I want to go. Now I can move it. I can move it. I can adjust it. I can shorten it. I can elongate it. Make it as short as you want. Elongate it. Move it up and down. Put it wherever you want in the inside the. Let me get my. All right, left click. Right, left click and then left click again. That's all you got to do. Then you can move that puppy around and put it anywhere you want inside your chart. And as you can see, I've already got some here. That's pretty much the basic uses of TradingView. Get on there, mess around. If you need to, open this training back up because you don't have your TradingView yet, and just open up this YouTube video. Later on, once it's done, this YouTube video is going to be saved, and you can kind of work alongside this video and play around with it just like I just did, so you can get used to it. But just play around with it. The more you play around with it, the easier it's going to get. You're going to be able to navigate in and out of it. You guys know how to do this. You guys are probably much more high-tech than I am. This should not be hard. It's not complicated. Once we get into the more intricate things, when I start teaching you about trends and other things, we'll get more into the tools. So you'll get more advanced training on TradingView. But that was the basics on how to navigate and work your way around. All right. Y'all ready to get to some charts? Let's do it. Right here. This is what I want you guys to see. This is a monthly chart. Every candle represents an entire month of Bitcoin. I pointed this sucker out a long time ago. Those of you guys that have been with me, you know what I'm talking about. This bad boy, this channel runs from before April 2015. This channel has been extremely effective all throughout here. Know what happened when Bitcoin hit its true bull run, when it broke above this 2050 channel. This is when we saw the big part of the end of the cycle right here. This was the big part. We got 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months of actual bull market once it broke out. Look where we're at right now. I pointed this out long before we broke back into this channel. This was the bear market. The bear market back below. And then we had that psych out bull run. We had that psych out bull run in 2019. Everybody thought it was over. The bull run was going to begin. Nope. Back down to 3,000. And then we had the real move. Now we moved back into this channel. Look, at the top of this channel, this is where I get that price from. We got about $55,000 on Bitcoin. That's just at the top. Even if it stayed in the channel, you've got a 100,000 Bitcoin by September of this year. Even if it stays in this channel, which it's not gonna. It's not gonna. It's gonna go above, just like we had here. It's gonna break out above. Now you guys can see how early we are in the third halvening cycle. When this puppy breaks, watch out. This is why there's a potential for my first target for Bitcoin was 95 to 120K. I could be way off. I could be way off. It could go much higher. Highest, I think, would be 300K this cycle. I do believe it's possible based on the logarithmic charts for Bitcoin. However, my initial targets are 95 to 125K. We will see how Bitcoin moves over the next couple months, and I will continue to update you on this chart. I post this chart a lot. But once we break this bad boy right here, she's going to run. And she's going to run hard. And it's not going to take much. Look at this volume. Beautiful. And there's way more people in it now than there was in 2017. This volume is going to look puny when we hit. This was parabolic volume here. Parabolic movement for Bitcoin is going to make this volume look puny when we hit it. This is going to look teensy tiny. All right, that's Bitcoin. Let's check out Ethereum, which is raging, absolutely raging. At the hourly chart, this is the hourly chart. I'm going to back out to the monthly. So you guys can see the big view. I want you guys to see the big picture because I need you to understand the cycle, the cycles. Again, look how far back this trend line goes. This is a 2K top right here. That's why I told you a 2000. This is one of my signature moves. I go back in history. A lot of y'all are so short term. You're so short sighted on your lines, on your trend, on your technical analysis. I go way back in history. You'll be shocked at how valid historical points of support and resistance are. You would be shocked. Look at this. Resistance, March 2016. Boom, breakthrough. The real 2017 bull market began. A real bull market began. Bust through here, it tested it. Once support is broken, it's often tested as what? Resistance. Resistance right here in 2019 on that psych out bull run. Back down, look, we are getting ready to challenge that $2,000 mark. Probably within the next few days, if not today. We're going to challenge this. I want it to be shattered. It was shattered on the monthly right here. It was shattered on the monthly right here. Once this is shattered, dude, Ethereum is the Bitcoin of 2000 of this year. Ethereum is the Bitcoin of 2017. I'm telling you, Ethereum's price action resembles the price action of Bitcoin in 2017. Did you hear what I said? Bitcoin's price action resembles, or Ethereum's price action, Ethereum's price action resembles the price action of Bitcoin back in 2017. Everybody wanted a 10K Bitcoin at the end of 2017. Everybody for Christmas was like, all we want is a 10,000 Bitcoin. That's all we want. Just give us a 10,000 Bitcoin. What do we get? We got 20 freaking K on a parabolic run. Bitcoin runs from 9,800 to 20K in 7 days. That is a 100% move in 7 days. That is the definition of a parabolic move. That is the definition of a parabolic ending. We haven't even come close to that. That's what we're going to sell into. That's what I'm going to sell into. That's what I'm selling everything into when we hit that parabolic ending. When this bad boy breaks 2,000, only God knows what's going to happen. Only God knows. I'll have to throw some of the lines up there. I will find some, and I'll throw them up there. But man, we were just asking for 10K Bitcoin. We got 20. Who knows? I can't wait to see. Another reason why it's very important to listen to my pinned tweet, because everybody that's listening to my pinned tweet is following me just fine right now. Everybody that's listening to my pinned tweet is following me just fine. Let's back this back down. I want to look at the hourly right here. Now I'm going to spread this out, drag this over, shorten up my screen. Looking at today's action. Each candle now represents an hour. Look at this. Each candle is now an hour. Right here, this line. That is the line I just showed you on the monthly. Right about 2000 to 2050. Somewhere in that area. That is that line that I just showed you. That very, very historical line. That's why I keep pounding the table. This is the target. This is the target. Make money. Make money. When this shatters, it may come back down and test it as support, and then take off like you don't even know, like a wild stallion. We got a breakout today from this pattern, this consolidation pattern. Nice breakout. I would consider that this continues to move probably quite well over the next few days until it consolidates again. But it's coming. 2K is coming. All right, Ethereum, bye-bye. Litecoin. All right, Litecoin. Some of y'all, I know. Litecoin requires patience. Every time I post, yeah, Cardano's going, somebody's like, but what about Litecoin? When is Litecoin gonna go, dude? Wait on it, man. Don't cave your whole position. Don't cave a well-seated position for something shiny. Its day is coming. Its day is coming. So this is the daily chart. Each candle represents a day. Why? I don't need to see the hourly right now. I can see what's going on the daily. I can see when it breaks out. Then I can bust down to the hourly and see this. This is the channel we're currently working on right now with Litecoin. It matches up with May 2018's price resistance. And as you can see, did historical price resistance work? Yep. Right here. Right here. It worked. It blasted. And it came back under this channel. The channel held up again. Back down here. Now, this resistance is holding up as support. June. All the way from June. This is price action resistance. Horizontal resistance from where it had a supply area before. A supply or demand area before. That's why this line is here. So we're looking for a good breakout. Once this breaks this area right here, it's going to head on up here. This is when the real move's going to happen. Once this breaks, it's going to achieve its February 2018 resistance. It's got a lot of work, but it's going to happen. Only a matter of time. Litecoin's going to start raging. It's going to start romping. You got to sit on it. You got to be patient. Oh, yeah! Woo! Congratulations, because I know a lot of y'all made money on this bad boy. Congratulations. Congratulations. This was a killer trade. I've been in ADA for a long time. I took up a massive position when I liquidated 50% of my XRP on that SEC news, and I put that bad boy in Cardano at 14 cents. I took a massive position. Man, this dude ain't even gotten started. It ain't even got started. I'm going to show you this channel that it's been working on. Look at this channel. There we go. All the way back to December 2019, yo. This is over a year. This is over a year's worth of action. It's going to get pretty right here. It's going to get pretty right here. See this right here? Just wait till she breaks out of the channel. That's right. We've touched it. We've tested it. Right here, right about 53, 54. The next step is to smash this. It may come back down, test it at support before rocking and rolling. I expect a breakout. It could run. Not every time when something breaks out does it come down. However, a lot of times, as has happened with XRP quite a bit yesterday, it could smash this, come back, test it at support before taking off and running and going buck wild. Once this is smashed and she's off and running, $1 is going to come very quick. $1 is going to come very quick. My price estimate, and take my targets with a grain of salt. Did you hear what I just said? Take my targets with a grain of salt. Say it. Take my targets with a grain of salt. They're estimates. My estimates on Cardano for this cycle is $3 to $5 minimum. The reason is because in 2017, this puppy was like $1.28 or more, and it was an unknown. It is now ranked in the top 10 in market cap. It is known February is going to be a huge month. They are rolling out platforms. They are rolling out stuff. This is well built. This bad boy is built for the future. It is a stinking monster. It is a monster. I flipping love it. Love it. Oh boy. Drama Queen. Yep. XRP. XRP Drama Queen. All right, let's go back. And we thought we were on a roll. Yeah, we were rocking and rolling, man. XRP was on its way to $1. It was gonna be gold, and then what happened? SEC bomb. SEC bomb. This sucker did one of these and came over here, and I was warning everybody. Everybody. I was one of the few. Spitting truth. Other ones were just saying this sucker, oh, it's fine. Everything's, oh no, it's okay. Nothing's going to happen. In a week, this is going to $5, $100, and then by February and March, we'll be at 100. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you guys don't get caught up in that. Here's the dookie drop. Not only did it drop, it earned. Bang! Tanked. SEC dookie drop. Nice tails. Huge demand zone down here. It wicked hard. This represented the bottom of everyone escaping and getting out. Right there in my book. This represented the bottom. Unless something bad comes out from the SEC or we hear something bad, that's why I said this is still risky. Why? Because, I don't know, anything can happen, man. They can announce something nasty. So it is still risky. However, this is a good sign. And then we have this nice upward trend. This was the breakout right here that we played on that first, and then we got a horrible pump and dump. We played this on price action, and we made a killing on this bad boy. We played this on price action. Then rumors of a pump and dump came, and I told you guys what was going to happen, and it happened. Bang! It got smoked. Most of y'all got out in the 70s. Or excuse me, not in the 70s. Most of y'all got out above 50. Most of y'all that were with me got out above 50. Some of y'all did get out up in here. Some of y'all did. That's good. That's excellent. Now, this is the trend line going on right now. We have consolidation. I like the way this looks. This looks good. This is what I'm looking for next. Solid move out of this right here on up to $1. This is risky because it's the XRP drama queen. XLM. This is one of the other ones that you guys keep bugging me about, man. This is one of the other ones you're like, what about XLM? When the XLM breakout? Just sit on it. Its time is coming. This is pretty. Look at this sucker. Look at this beautiful trend line. This is a trend line from December 2019. Tell me, look at that and tell me history doesn't work. Yeah. Look at these touches. Bang, 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 bang. Touches. Touch, touch. Touch, touch, touch. Touch, touch, touch. Touch. Touch, touch, touch. Now we're up and above it. This is what's next. We clear this bad boy and she's off. April 2018. We clear that boy. I'll have more lines up there as it breaks, but that's what we're waiting for. Nice breakout right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, my darling. This is my darling. This is my AAVE, AAVE of this cycle. It's called Tailcoin. That's right. We were in this when it was Lend back in 2017. I'm going to tell you right now, everybody that got this made a freaking loot basket. A massive basket. This was absolutely unheard of, unknown back then. This company has spent the last 3 years filing patents and getting approvals. I'm talking country regulation approved. Yes, they built their foundation. They are ready to go. TEL is going to be known by everybody this cycle. Everyone's going to know about it. This is my AAVE of this cycle. This bad boy is trading right now. I mean, we blew this puppy up. This bad boy is at 0.001. 0.001. I'm not even going to give you my target on this bad boy, but it's good. Real good. And then ALGO. ALGO has just broken out. I drew this channel up here for you can see, those of you that have it, where it's going to meet resistance. ALGO is headed up to, dude, like $1.30, and then it's going to be up in the 2s, and then once it breaks out of this channel, it's going to heaven. That's ALGO. ALGO is another one of those, it's going to be a champ. This bad boy is going to be worth a lot of money in the future. I freaking love it. You guys bug me about this chart, so this is a dookie chart. This is TRX. This is an absolute basket case. See this wick right here? This is a daily chart. Daily. See the D? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 days ago. This was a let me out. It's been 85-year wick. Oh, it doesn't matter what he announces. It doesn't matter what Justin Sun announces. I mean, he could announce that this thing owns the universe, and it just doesn't do jack. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying I don't like TRX. I'm not saying that at all. But look at this chart. You cannot look at this chart and tell me this ain't a pile of dookie. The best thing you do with this is hide your bag somewhere where no one can see it. I mean, let it get dusty. You know, hide it in a bag. Put it in the back of your closet where your old, nasty, dirty boots are. Just set that sucker back there. Forget about it. You know, and maybe one day you wake up. You know, maybe a miracle happens. Santa Claus comes. 3 Santa Clauses come, and this bad boy jumps. That is my best. That is my best hope for TRX. I cannot look at this chart and honestly be excited about it. You can talk fundamentals all day. Look, go ahead with it. Go ahead with it. Just tuck that dirty bag somewhere. It's okay to have one. I mean, maybe a miracle is going to happen someday and it goes nuts. I mean, why not throw $1 at it? You know, I mean, what the heck? What do you got to lose? It's like 3 cents right now. It's like 3.5 cents. I mean, what do you got to lose? What the hey? All right, we did it. We did it. That's it for this time. Next time, we're going to go more in depth into candlesticks, and then I'm going to teach you trends, how to find, determine, and draw trends, trend analysis. It is a beast when it comes to what I do, so I'm going to be teaching you guys next. We've been on here for 42 minutes. That's a long time. Hopefully none of y'all fell asleep. Hopefully y'all learned something. Please hit me up or reply something to this. If you got anything from it, if you liked it, let me know. If it sucked, let me know. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I love you. Until next time, here comes the boom.